Hey, Pisces, intuitive soul coach here with your September 2023 love and family reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you were new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, Pisces, I'm getting here some energy around the teeth, the jaws, or the throat. So some of you, this pertains to communication. Important communication could be a part of the mix here in the month of September. You may actually have jaw, teeth, or throat pain as well. And that can be all about self-expression. It can be about creativity as well. And that's what you have showing up in the present energy of September. You have fertility and creativity here with the water jug. So I feel like it is important for you to express what's going on within your heart center, express what you are feeling at this time as well, because that's going to create a sense of safety and security down the road and in the moment. All right. So in the recent past here, you have the Boots card showing up. This is all about you being on a long journey. Some of you have been partnered for a while with your current partner. For others of you, you may have been single for quite some time. It may have been a difficult roller coaster ride here. Now, some of you could have military in your background, in your family. Some of you are seeing or have reconnected with a child or a family member that was in the military here. I'm also getting some sort of legal situation that you were undergoing. Could have been a long journey. Maybe it was years worth of struggle, pain. Okay, so when the Boots card shows up, I'm glad to see this in the past, but I still feel like there's a little bit that you are healing or dealing with of the past. But for a lot of you, you're putting a creative approach to something that's been a long time coming here. So again, whether it's a new way of connecting and being in the relationship you are in, whether this is coming to an end, if you've been single for quite some time, we'll take a look further when we dive into your reading. But I am getting here that there's a lot of fertility happening here for you. For those of you that are looking to start a family, this could be the perfect time. For others of you, this is about you having these ideas and you bringing them to life. It wouldn't surprise me to see the Empress showing up in your reading, because this is about you being creative and you being abundant. And a lot of you are feeling yourself on a deeper level. You may be focusing on health, feeling good inside and out. You may be even changing your appearance, or you are embracing some of the changes that your body has been going through. And I'm getting here menopause. Some of you have undergone, possibly in the past, either a hysterectomy. There could be a preparation for maybe a colonoscopy as well. Some of you could be seeing a health professional, a wellness professional, a Reiki practitioner. I feel like health is showing up here for a lot of you Pisces. So getting back on track with feeling good about who you are on a deeper level. So health is coming in here for you. Now, in the near future, you have the birdhouse. This is safety, it's security, it's dependability. It is feeling good about where you are at. However, this birdhouse, it looks a little bit rickety. So some of you could actually be wanting to change your living situation. You may be wanting to add a fresh coat of paint, or maybe you're wanting to tear down a wall in the home, or you're wanting to reorganize that closet or that garage space or that extra spared bedroom. Whatever this is here for you, I feel like there's some upgrading, either on a physical level within the home, or you are looking into some old belief systems that are outdated, right? This birdhouse here could use a little bit of a new energy, and I feel like this is where you are headed as well. Some new energy coming into the mix here, because something has become a little bit routine with the Boots, a little bit stagnant. It's like trying to wear an old pair of shoes, or in this case, an old pair of boots, and it just doesn't give you the support that it once did in the very beginning. So you're finding ways to either bring in more support to this old pair of shoes, or you're getting rid of this pair and you're getting a new pair altogether. So let's dive in here, Pisces. What is happening in matters of the heart? Friends, family, soul tribe, connections, lovers, children, parents. What do we have here? The Justice. This makes sense for those of you that have been dealing with a situation that's felt unfair, maybe even a little bit biased. Okay, there may be a little bit of adversity happening here that's caused you to go inward, caused you to reflect, maybe even go into hermit mode. Okay, I feel like a lot of you, you're coming out of that, and that's why you have that fertility. There's something that's been gestating within you, Pisces, something that you've been really thinking about, and now you're ready to give birth to it. You're ready to give life to it. All right, let's see here. We're going to take a look at all of the cards out here before we connect to that final outcome. So we'll take a look at all the cards except the final outcome, and we'll look at that outcome here at the very end. All right, so Queen of Cups, what's happening here is you're making some emotional decisions. You are emotionally maturing as well. I feel like we always are. We're growing, we're learning, we're evolving. But I do feel here for you, Pisces, there are some intuitive decisions that you are making in the near future. And it's going to put you into a place of stressing less. There could be a little bit of stress as you move forward into the decision. But because you have here the Nine of Swords, I feel like you're accepting some sort of past, and you're embracing living in the now. You're embracing the moment here. So let's dive into your energy. You have the Justice. This is all about fair judgments, things that you weren't able to see, and still things that are coming in that you're still not quite sure how they're going to turn out for you. I feel like you're accepting what you cannot change. When the Justice card shows up as your main energy, this could be a karmic cycle coming to rest. It could be a situation that involves, again, the law or the legal system. It could be an inheritance. It could be child custody battle. It could be real estate transactions between you and a landlord, or with you and a property. I feel for a lot of you, if this is not a legal situation, it could definitely be a karmic tie that's been going round and round with this long journey. And because the Justice is here, followed by the Hermit in reverse, it's caused you to feel a little bit lonely, a little bit isolated, a little bit rejected. I'm getting a lot of you maybe single here, and you've been on this journey here of being single for quite some time, and you want companionship. You want to reach out. You don't want to be the sole person here in this relationship. You don't want it to feel one-sided. And when I say relationship, if you're single, I'm talking the relationship with yourself. You may have come to the point where you enjoy your own company. Something may have been a little bit scattered in the past, or you may be disconnecting from a family dynamic or family situation. Some of you could be going through a divorce, or again, some sort of settlement, inheritance, legality. I'm also getting here with the Justice showing up. There's more truth and fairness coming into your world, because what's below you here, we do have this King of Wands. So someone could have been overly bearing, right? They may have been a workaholic. They may have been they may have traveled for work is what I'm getting here as well. Or they may have been, someone may have adult ADHD. Okay, please take that as it resonates. I'm getting adult ADHD. And someone wanted to go explore. Someone wanted to travel new lands, and someone else wanted to stay put. This could be the deep, deep past. That may be why something didn't work out, because it was a situation where maybe, yes, there was a lot of love. Maybe you've created and built a family, but I feel that there were values, there were morals, and there were things that just didn't connect. And I feel like you realized that there's something more here for you. Okay, it doesn't mean that you're walking away from a situation, though some of you could, or you may feel a little bit disconnected because someone is working too much, or you're not able to find that type of energy that matches yours. Even if you're single and you're looking here, I feel like this King of Wands energy, he just comes in and he's not feeling the emotional connection that you want, or that spiritual connection, that intellectual connection. He may be very surface. Even though I love the King of Wands, I don't love him necessarily in the reverse state because he's a little bit bossy. He may be hard to reach. He's a little bit inflexible. Okay, and that's showing up here for you. You could even be breaking a karmic tie with this King of Wands, who maybe you did start a family with, or you had a family with, but you've learned a lot. And now a lot of you you're reaping some sort of better reward, even though you do have the Nine of Swords showing up in the near future. I feel like there's still some settlements, we'll call it settlements, or situationships, or, things of that nature that may cause a little bit of stress, may cause some sleepless nights. Some of you are sleeping in separate rooms or sleeping in different spaces here, but I do feel that there's an acceptance of what you cannot change. And because there is an acceptance coming in, it's actually going to release some of the heavy burdens. Now, I know I'm skipping around here for you, but again, in the deep, deep past, if this King of Wands has done something here to make you feel a little bit isolated or a little bit lonely, Pisces, I feel it has affected your family dynamic. Some of you may be staying due to family. You may have children and you really want to have a deeper connection with this person, and you want a family. Maybe they want a family, but I just sense that there's a bigger piece missing here. But maybe you've been with this person forever and you're saying, well, what can I do now? The only option is to stay. Right? Some of you, you're not quite sure what to do because you have the Moon card showing up here. This is about a shadowed illusion. And you see here that there is a blindfold on both of these people here. And I feel that you're not seeing something, or there's something you don't want to see. There's something you may not want to know. Okay, or you don't want to open your eyes to some sort of truth because it may be too painful here for you, Pisces. But I feel like you will be getting honest with yourself because you don't want to deal with any sort of pain that you've been walking in these shoes, and these shoes haven't been supporting you, right? They've been too tight, or they have lost the bottom out of the shoe, or it just doesn't feel like there's the support that you desire, that you seek, that you deserve. So the Moon card here is about walking in that shadow and trusting that these illusions will be revealed to you. But I feel like this has to do with you taking off the blindfold yourself. And we see that happening here in the near future, but there could be a little bit of a shakeup. Once you see the truth, or once you are willing to see the truth in the situation, take responsibility for this here. Yes, it may cause some heartache, some disappointment, some difficulties. So doing what you need to do is going to shake things up, and it may even disappoint others, but I feel like it's going to put you on that track to more safety and security, because someone may not be able to provide that for you, or you are finding ways for you to provide that for yourself. But I feel like you don't want to sleep alone. I keep hearing that. You don't want to sleep alone. You don't want to relive the past either. If you are dealing with someone, even when you're sleeping next to them, you could still be having those illusions of an old story playing out in your mind, Pisces. And I feel like you want to put an end to that. And I feel like you will, because you have the Judgment. You're saying, do I keep judging this situation? Or can I cut it out? Can I put an end to it? Can I heal it? Can I move on from it? You have a lot of major arcanas here. Well, you have the Moon, you have the Hermit, you have the Justice, you have the Judgment. We haven't seen your final outcome, but it wouldn't surprise me if that's a major arcana. I feel like it's some sort of victory, though, some sort of getting clear, some sort of clarity, possibly Ace of Swords. This is all about dealing with the consequences and the choices that you've made. And some of you feel like you have to stay stuck in that choice or consequence of an action of the past, right? And some of you have some beliefs that family stays together forever, or blood is forever, right? So I have to be kind to my mother or my parents, or I have to care for them, even if they were narcissistic, emotionally unavailable alcoholics, right? There's some sort of debt that you feel you owe this person or this family, or something that you are healing from. And I feel like you want to break the generational pattern. And in order to do that, you got to take off the blindfold, right? When the judgment card shows up, it says, Pisces, you deserve this reward. You deserve to have this new life. Whatever's happened in the past, it was a human experience that your soul had to help evolve, right? So you don't have to live in that past trauma, that past pain, even that old version of you. We all go through different versions. Heck, there can be 20 different versions of you, right? Because as we grow and change and evolve and shift, we change our mind and we change our likes and our dislikes and what we do and the people we are with and our foods, right? It's constantly changing. That is inevitable. But what is also changing here is your judgment on a person, a situation, a place, or a thing here. So when the judgment shows up in your own energy, this is about you no longer judging you. It is about you healing the wounds of the past, no longer ignoring the call to live life in a new way, or to do something in a new way, or to allow yourself to feel a new way. And so many of us get stuck on, we have to do that. That's what we've always done. That's what we were brought up to know, right? We have to stay in this because that's what families do, right? So there's some sort of belief system here that you are blind to, or you don't want to see any other way possibly than what you've always known. But Spirit is saying here, there's a new way. There's a new way, and this way can be happier. This way can be more abundant. You have to trust it. You have to be willing to stay happy in the moment, right? Bring this energy of love, unconditional love for yourself, and forgiveness as well for what you cannot change that may have happened in the past for your highest good. So what's going on in the environment? Some of you, this could be some mother wounding. For others of you, your intuition is hot, hot, hot. Queen of Cups here. You are comparing here some sort of decision, or you're weighing up pros and cons, and you're trying to keep an open, compassionate heart about it. But your intuition here is really pulling you in a forward direction. That's why you have this creativity and this fertility. The Queen of Cups, she's highly intuitive. She's an emotional healer. She's loving. She's empathetic. She takes on other people's stuff. And that could be at times, and this is your energy as well, that could be a struggle for you because you just want to help, right? You want to help. You want, oh, thank you. Someone may have a family member that's going through a difficult time and you want to help, but you're not quite sure how. And it could be a stressor because maybe this person isn't sleeping. Maybe there's nothing you can do. I'm getting here terminally ill. Some of you may be taking care of someone, a pet, an animal, a loved one who may be terminally ill or may be suffering in some way, shape, or form, but you are not sure how you can be of help. Okay, this may be a family member or someone within your immediate family. Okay, someone could be dealing with a crisis. Someone could be even behind bars and you don't know what you can do from a distance. And that's why you have that blindfold on, because you're just not sure how you can help this person out. And you have such a big heart that you want to make a difference. Now, the hopes and fears is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is about wasting your time and energy on things that maybe you don't want to regret, right? You don't want to say, I don't want to come to the end of my life and laying on my deathbed and I wish I would have done that, or I regret doing that. So the Four of Cups showing up as your hopes and fears. This is about you not wanting to miss out on the opportunities for fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, compatibility, love, partnership, family dynamics, right? You want that sense of belonging. And there's a fear, what if I don't ever get that? What if I don't have that? What if I'm depressed, or what if I'm self-absorbed? What if I can't shift or change my energy All of those what ifs, Pisces, if that is you saying that you're focused too much on what you do not have, Spirit is saying focus more on the present. Focus on what you have. Focus on the gratitude. That attitude of gratitude here shifts and changes your life in bigger ways than you could have ever thought possible. And the final outcome for you, Pisces, in the month of September, you have the Five of Coins. Five of Coins here. So what's happening here is you are recovering your sense of stability because there was something that was taken from you. And look at that. It almost mirrors that birdhouse. So some sort of energy needs to be shaken up, or maybe it already has, right? And you are left thinking, okay, what do I need to do? And that may be that extra coat of paint, right? It could be breaking down that wall. It could be moving to a new home. It could be a new job here that you just aren't happy in. Some of you are also dealing with a spouse, a significant other who's lost their job, or you are supporting someone who doesn't have the adequate funds. There could be some sort of codependent dynamic as well. And maybe you don't have the money to fix something up for them. There's been hard misfortune, but I'm feeling the energy here of the highest vibration of the Five of Coins, which is about recovering your sense of stability. And it talks about that in the birdhouse. So even though there are some pieces of stability that may be rotting, right? Maybe rotting. It may feel like it's fallen through the floor here. Some of you actually have mold as well. Pay attention for mold. There could be something within the home that needs to get fixed. Okay, some of you may be getting a new appliance, or there could be some sort of an appliance, but I feel like you are recovering that sense of stability for yourself. And you could even, there could be a family member. I'm getting here a good deal, which could be free, or it could be way, way less than market price or market value. We're going to take another look here, and I'm going to pull some additional cards for this Five of Coins. Okay. All right, we're going to pull some additional cards for the five, because I feel like it's recovery from some loss. And some of you, this is loss, foreclosure, bankruptcy. It could be maybe you live in Hawaii, or you live in Canada. You may live in one of the places around the world that are recovering from damage. Okay, there could be damage. Yeah, double five energy. So you have Five of Swords and Five of Cups, but it's talking about finding a compromise. That's why you have this justice. Some of you are so empathic. You may be healers. You may be intuitives, light workers, starseeds who've come here to help shift the planet in a big, powerful way, but you're feeling it. You're feeling the impacts of it. Five of Coins, double fives are all about endings, bringing in the new beginning. So for those of you that have been feeling a little bit stressful with the Nine of Swords, this Nine of Swords comes in, and this is obsessive thoughts. It can be fears. It can be worries. It can be hard times, but it's the hard times are almost over. This is the darkest before the dawn here. So I do feel like you are coming to an end of the hard times in matters of the heart. For those of you that have been feeling internal or mental conflict, for those of you that have lost things or people on a physical level, I feel like there's a building up process here, but ultimately there is a new beginning where you will be able to dive into the safety and security type of energy. So really deep reading here for you, Pisces. It's not going to resonate with everyone. Please take it as it does. Some of you are definitely healing from, again, a long journey, possibly even generation upon generation of trauma within the family. Even if you were adopted, okay, or even if you have been trying to get pregnant for a long time, or if you've been looking for love, I'm getting here that song, Looking for Love in All the Wrong Places. Okay, I think that's a song, Looking for Love in All the Wrong Places. I forget who sings that, but I feel like it may have felt like that for you. And for those of you that are in a partnership, this could be hard times falling upon the family. It doesn't mean that you're leaving, your spouse or anything like that. Someone could have lost a job. Someone could have been sick, something of that nature. You have two cards coming out here. Wow. Okay, you have the feminine principle of yin. Okay, this is the yin, the feminine, the receptive, being open to receiving help, being open to keeping that heart open and staying loyal, because your next card is the loyal heart. Some of you may be 35 years old. You may be in a personal year 8. You may be a life path 8, or you may be born on the 2nd. And that 2 is also the high priestess. And that high priestess knows. So I feel like there's something you know here, but maybe you're ignoring. You're ignoring the intuitive call because sometimes we are too human, right? We have these human experiences and we have a really hard time getting out of or seeing anything beyond the humanness of the experience we're going through. And we lack seeing it from a higher perspective, right? So let's take a look here with this 2 energy. We're going to read the yin principle first. And this is all about the feminine principle of receptivity. It's about letting someone else make the first move. It's about gathering information and taking cues, the art of conscious following. Or excuse me, the art of conscious allowing. So let others take the lead right now. Your power lies in small gestures, soft awareness, and conscious surrender. By yielding the reins, you will find yourself effortlessly moving closer to what you truly desire. Permit others to tell you who they are and who they can be to you by allowing their actions to speak about them. You will be pleasantly surprised. Yeah, let someone show you who they are because so many times we tend to judge beyond letting someone's actions speak for them. Maybe you've done that in the past. You took someone at their word, and maybe their word, they weren't true to it, or whatever this instance is. I feel like it is time for you to open up. And the protection message is this, Pisces. Do you have trouble receiving? When you do, you stop the flow of abundance when you continually insist upon being the giver. This is a big thing I've noticed with a lot of clients who have such a big, beautiful heart, or that, want to be the give, and have a hard time receiving. We stop the flow. You can't always lead. You can't always give. We can't always teach. We must be the student, the open vessel, and the one who receives the gift, gesture, or offer in equal measure. Open up and let love, life, abundance, and spirit fill you without demand or expectation. Just receive thy bounty that is yours. Yeah, you're coming close to some sort of end, a conclusion here of a difficult time. Again, double 5s show up, so you're still going through it here, I see, but stay loyal to who you are. Now, card 35 is that loyal heart. Let's take a look here, card 35. This is all about fidelity, loyalty, and devotion. Your partnerships, your friendships, and romantic relationships all have many qualities in common right now. Honest devotion, faithfulness, and a loyal heart are being shown to you. Are you as loyal in return? Now is the time for heartfelt commitments and trusting in divine protection. Yes, divine protection is showing up here for you, but sometimes we don't open ourselves up to it. Are you stubborn or overly tenacious about an idea, Pisces? Or have you become so attached to something that you just don't know how to let it go? Could it be that it's become so much a part of you that you wouldn't know who you are without it? Now is the time to look at the outdated beliefs, old ideas, and misplaced loyalties. Betrayal is only a sign that it's time to prune away all those who don't deserve your trust, and they have no place in your life. Be new, think new, and open your heart to new things. Let go of all the old and all your attachments. Spirit has awesome plans for you, so make room. Beautiful energy here. Even though you're going through these ups and downs, some of you, you're on that, that heightened peak of some sort of stress and anxiety. For others of you, you know that you're on the mends. You're coming out of it here. So stay true to your heart. We see you doing that with the Queen of Cups, and allow the beautiful blessings to enter your world, enter into your energetic field, because the more open you are, the more you're able to attract what it is that your heart truly desires. You're here to have a new experience of the heart, one that is bigger and better than any loss, challenge, and struggle that you've dealt with in the past. That is what I have for you, Pisces. I hope it resonates. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channel messages out there to those that need it most, and it certainly helps the channel grow as well. I would love for you to hit that subscribe and bell button if you're vibing with the energy. Feel free to comment, share, subscribe, like. Thank you all so much for being here, Pisces. Lots of love.